we got to find companionship the older we get, man.
Mm-hmm. And then, it gets weird because, and I understand it's not fair. Sometimes you hold pastors' kids to a higher standard than regular folks, and it gets tough, man.
That part is true. But hey, man, I done seen some of the biggest thoughts in the world settle down with pastors, man. So yeah. Or become pastors.
Or I about to say become pastors.
Or become pastors. So go ahead, tell her to go for it, man.
She not going there.
Just go for that.
She definitely not. Plus, never mind. Some of y'all pastors, y'all be off y'all rocker. And
most of these pastors are simps.
Facts.
Most of them are simps, and because they've lost all male leadership in the churches, so now they have to simp to keep the women from coming, because if the women don't come, you screwed, because the men aren't coming back.
Nah.
Yeah, dudes visit church, but like this ideal of men actually coming in and help build up and I hate it. I was having a conversation with somebody. I was like, part of the problem is that when we had strong black churches, that's where all your black male leadership was. Mm-hmm. So, you could go to church and you'd have a plumber in that church. You'd have a bank president in that church. Mm-hmm. You'd have electricians. Like, that was the one place where everybody would come to. Because, you don't even get that in the barbershop sometimes. Because depending on where the barbershop is, right, might be a barbershop, nothing but bankers. Might be a barbershop, nothing but hustlers, right? You normally don't get that intermixing in barbershops. But the churches was one place that everybody would come to. And that was an opportunity for us in the black community to try to make the changes that we needed to make. But we let supremacy, divide us apart, right? The Baptists not messing with the AMEs, Pentecostal one is not messing with Pentecostal Trinitarian. This is the thing. It's like, you didn't have to share a dogma, but we definitely should have been participating and getting to know one another and networking and building businesses and, having a type of elections that we needed to have.
And then, the saddest part about black churches, in all, the community, kind of what you're getting to, the community was the one thing that did bring us together to make all these churches say, we got to work together. And then, even within your own church, right, you start noticing that, we don't care about the community anymore. And it's like, we got to this thing, and you witness it a lot. Especially, I went to a Christian school, so I saw it from the opposite side. And I went to an all-white Christian school. Let me put it like that. They do a great job of separating from the community. It's like, but they mask it under, we don't want to get involved with secular lifestyles, right? But what happens is you take yourself out of the community. Now the community leaders, like, I thought it was super cool. I went to First AME in Uptown, right? Yeah. And Ben Crump was there. He did a whole speech. Like, he came in there to talk about everything about Black Lives Matter, about getting a DA. Like, the DA, he wanted to get the DA in office, and he was like, look, and he was going in, and it was a beautiful thing to see. But I'm like, I know some churches where Ben Crump wouldn't be able to go in and speak.
Yeah.
Black churches.
Yeah. And it's like that, but the black church was the one place where all black people went to, and sadly is not that way anymore. Yeah. Right? All black people don't go to church. So it's like, okay, how do you find, all black people now, right? Yeah. Democrats, they flub this every year, right? They think that they know what black people think because they engage with a few people that look like black people.
Charlemagne. Bro,
they call no names.
They would fire Charlemagne up this
They should have. But, but it's like, where do all black people coalesce, right? They think it's the barbershops. Well, look at my head. Like, I don't go to the barbershop. Facts. Right? So it's like, now that we don't have churches, where is that? And I think some of the pushback is, I think it's the podcasting world. Not just like our pod, but when you look at like where, if you want to get a huge collection of black people now, it is in podcasting. And as black podcasters, even the ones that I disagree with, if we don't learn how to leverage that, then somebody's going to come in and take it over.
Facts.
Period. Point blank.
Point blank. I want to welcome everybody to episode 129. We are moving. Ryan did tell me yesterday, he said once we get to a certain point, he was like, I hope you and Mike know y'all gonna have to go to 2 a week. And I was like, God dang. And he was like, yeah, once y'all get to a certain point, like, he was like, this 1 a week. He's like, you can knock that out on the ride home from work. Yeah. He was like, so I hope y'all know that. But I'm like, all right, man, we'll figure it out.
We'll get there. Let us get to, I don't know, maybe 200. We got to get our money.